from what we're hearing, you're moving a player to Kaizer Chiefs.
Kaizer Nation, Sanbonani, and welcome back to Football Crimes with me, OQB. Now, on today's video, I have some updates in terms of the players that Kaizer Chiefs want to sign. We're going to be talking about Fiston Mayele and also some of the reasons why Kaizer Chiefs failed to secure some of the players that they needed from PSL side. But before we dive into all of it, please do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also click a bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you get notified. Now, first things first, I've heard of a lot of people talking in terms of the signings, the signings of the players, and this all we did a live stream. We're talking about this situation, the specific kind of situation, and I have to say, there's something that we don't understand, and I think this is going to clarify on most of it, especially to those who say with the Kaizer Chiefs, they don't want to sign players. Abafuna keep imali isn't as fun analezo. I don't think it's necessarily in terms of imali, but you know, it's something else. It's something else because taking a look at the current signings, Kaizer Chiefs have signed Ufia Kentware, which he was not a free agent. They signed Rashwin Dotli. He was not a free agent. They signed Bonga Nisem. I'm not too sure about him, but I don't think he was a free agent. They also signed okay, obviously they're going to sign Inaso Miguel Magafika Ngapemzansi. The only player who has signed Kaizer Chiefs and is a free agent was Gaston Sereno. Gaston Sereno was the only player that was signed as a free agent. So for me, if you don't think that's the right step towards the right direction, I don't think taller, because I think Kaizer Chiefs are doing everything they can in terms of securing the services of those players. And today we're going to discuss some of the players that the Kaizer Chiefs might have missed in their signings. And also there's a player that I think Basia Micheals might be bringing to Kaizer Chiefs, but of course we don't know much about it. The only thing that she confirmed with is obviously there's a player who is interested in playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Now I don't know the list of all the players that she represents, but hopefully is one of the best players because she represents Abokanyi Samayo. So you know that shows with obviously she does represent some of the best players. And then with regards to the striker that is offered to Kaizer Chiefs, unfortunately Wafetu, it's going to remain a mystery because the Mozile have asked around and Ngamuza no Mike Gaps Ngwake, he said Uyawo Agbano is not the striker offered to Kaizer Chiefs. Keisha Smailula is not the striker who's offered to Kaizer Chiefs. There's a lot of players we asked about, but we did not get a clear response. So maybe if ever one of those players is, obviously I think it's something that he needs to remain secret with it right away, but maybe after some time, if ever the deal does go through or it doesn't go through, or Bamfuna or Mtati, that's where we can be sure about the player. That's where he can reveal maybe after, because for now he's refusing to say anything. He's always just saying no. So but yeah, we just gonna look at some of the things, some of the players and the reason why they did not join Kaizer Chiefs buffet too. Let's just take a look at this.
Wise man on a Monday, Mayo gone. I thought Chiefs were gonna be first in line for that.
Yeah, I'm not the best person to answer these questions. That's why Basia is
Basia, welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, so Agent to the stars, Basia's here.
Yeah, definitely. I think she can come in here because we'd been following the story closely. I mean, there's been speculation for years now, Basia, actually, you know, with Kaizer. So maybe she can paint a picture for us.
But Basia, yeah, let's go to the source. Was there the sort of interest that we thought there was in Maya? Because I didn't understand why he was still there for as long as he was. Was there a lot of genuine interest in him?
Yes, there was.
Locally?
Yes, there was. Both from Sundowns as well as Chiefs. I do know that Chiefs had also put down a significant financial offer for Kaizer a few months before we had actually penned our deal to CRB.
So Sundowns fell out at some point.
Sundowns didn't necessarily fall out because they didn't come to the party, if I can call it, during this window. It was the window before we actually signed. Yeah, it was. I think Kaizer had 2 years left before we renewed. And there was interest. I mean, there was also interest from the Gulf regions as well. We re-signed knowing that we wanted to make a bit of a financial change to his current or then situation to get us to where we are today, to ultimately allow us to open doors to what we would call financial freedom.
So I'm trying to understand if Sundowns had been keen for so long, and clearly John Committee's willing to sell. He was on this here show giving out the figures, and now they've gone and triggered a buyout clause for Iki, which I suppose it's a fraction of. Is that the reason why you would think that they didn't go for Kaizer, because it's only a fraction of what John Committees was asking for?
Yeah, I think so. I do think that the number that John had, as scary as that number was, to
what was it, 30 million?
37
million.
It was a high number. It was about 40 million. If you looked at it at the time that he had made the assertions that he had made, it was a number that John was comfortable with, and it was a number that he had expressed to both myself and the player.
Is that what he went for?
Not necessarily, but let's call it the end goal result, based on Kagisa's next move, it will be more than that.
For him personally?
For the club, Cape Town City.
Oh, so the sell-on clause is from there?
Yeah.
Okay, so the deal is structured in such a way. I mean, it's not paid out in installments, is it? Is it?
You're asking too many questions. My goodness.
No, but here's what, I want to focus maybe more on the local teams here. We know Sundowns obviously then decided, Iki is who they'd rather get, and looked at it financially. What about Kaizer Chiefs? Did they get close to that amount? Was the deal on paper solid?
I do think that had the deal fallen out with CRB, Kaizer would have gone to Chiefs. Yes.
What did the player want?
He wanted what we would call the best outcome for himself. That's
money monthly in the bank account for himself.
Not necessarily. It wasn't a money thing. I can tell you Kaizer wanted to go to Chiefs. There's no question about it. I mean, his father played for Chiefs. Yeah. So it had a little bit of heritage for him. But he always wanted to leave South Africa. Okay. That much is something that he had said to me. I mean, I'd been managing Kaizer since 2018. It's something that he'd always expressed to me, to be like, I'm going to leave the country. I won't be playing football in South Africa, kind of thing. And I was like, okay, cool. Then it's up to you to make the performance happen. And if you do that, then I'll do everything else. And here we are today.
So Chiefs fell short simply because of the valuation of the player, not because of anything else.
I think Chiefs fell short in that they were seconds too late from the offer that was made by CRB. That's the reality. And from CRB, Kaizer does have an opportunity to move into Europe, So at Chiefs, I'm not saying he wouldn't move from Chiefs to Europe, but it would be a lot harder for him to move from Chiefs to Europe. He would need a season to make a great name for himself, a second season to prove that he's not a one-hit wonder. And by then, he's 27. Whereas he does something amazing at CRB for the first season. I can tell you that there will be suitors within the European market that come knocking for him. There's no questions about that.
Well, as you can hear for yourselves, the reason why some of those players, they opt for the up teams, the not up teams, is because of the pricing. The market value is very, very high. So a player might get 3 times the value of what he might be getting at Kaizer Chiefs. So this is one of the reasons why we've lost out on a lot of players. Even Oswin Apollos might be joining their team, but as you can see from Kaizer Mayo joining CRB, the numbers speak volume, which is something that I think we can't control it. Something that we cannot control unless a player is interested in playing for a club, because you can hear from agent Basia Micheals. She says if ever the deal with the CRB, Kaizer Mayo would have went for Kaizer Chiefs, because Kaizer Chiefs, they made an offer, but looking at the numbers, Mfana decided, you know what, this one is 3 times bigger than this one, so I have to go that side, which is something that I think a lot of players that we are missing out in terms of PSL is because of this. And then also moving on, we also have a player that might be signed under Kaizer Chiefs from the agent to Basia Micheals, and she has confirmed this. There's a player that is interested in joining Kaizer Chiefs. Now, she did not reveal which one in that player, but I'm hoping he's one of the best players, because she's representing some of the best players in PSL.
From what we're hearing, you're moving a player to Kaizer Chiefs.
It's a work in progress. It's proving to be a lot harder than I thought it would be, but it's a work in progress. The player has expressed that he does want to go to Kaizer Chiefs. I know that my DMs are going crazy with people telling me about not wanting to deal with Chiefs and my players and influencing my players against Chiefs. That's never the case,
What would the influence against Chiefs be?
I don't know it. I don't know.
This is the biggest club in South Africa. This is historically, when it comes to that badge, in any home, parents are happy to see it. This is Chiefs, guys. I don't get that.
There's no question about the fact or the magnitude that Chiefs holds within South African football. I mean, we've had conversations off air about it, and I mean, somebody even like Tim Sugazi when he was saying that. He wouldn't mind giving them Siad Ramovic. It's an understanding that Chiefs is a big brand. There's no question about it. But the fans, unfortunately, and I mean this with all due respect, and I take a lot of the beatings within my personal spaces. It's like when Kaizer didn't move to Chiefs. It's but you're the agent and you hate Chiefs and this is how you feel about us. No, that's not it. It's about the deals that are on the table and the possibility of making those deals work within the best possible interest of the client.
But they seem to be struggling to close deals, though, Basia. I mean, Elias Mukwana, Kaizer Mayo, the list is becoming endless in terms of them being able to manage to close deals. Their rivals are going with Stelis and getting the players out.
I can't speak to that, but Elias Mukwana moves to Esperance. No disrespect, but it's a life-changing opportunity. Kaizer Mayo moves to CRB. It's a life-changing opportunity.
What you're saying now then gets me asking, are we saying that on the continent we are not paying players competitive rates?
What do you mean by on the continent?
I mean, if we're talking about the continent, Africa, the North Africa as well included in that, Morocco, Egypt, are South African teams not paying competitive in this market, in this African market? Is it Chiefs, the Pirates, the Sundowns? Who else is this considered? Stellenbosch, perhaps, Richards Bay now with the influx of cash they have.
SuperSport.
Are they not paying competitive salaries?
No, they are within what our market is. Yes,
within the African market.
No, not within the African market. We earn money in rands and they earn money in dollars on the other side. There's no comparison to it.
So Kaizer Mayo, Mukwana, all those players are earning in dollars.
They're earning within their currency, but yes, the conversion is in dollars. There's no question about it.
What's the difference? Let's say, and I know you can't give me exact amounts.
The difference is 18 times more than the rand, Andile. You could offer.
No, what I'm saying is, if Sundowns, their highest paid player is on 100,000, what is the difference if they move? Are they on 200,000? Is it 50% more? Is it 60% more? How much more are they getting outside of South Africa on the continent?
It's about, honestly, with the rand conversion, Andile, it's probably 3 times more.
Wow.
Oof. Yeah.
With the rand and that's
Jeez, you can't. There's nothing that Chiefs can do to Kaizer. There's nothing that even the Sundowns can offer like that. 3 times more.
And that's why you understand. Then it's not about Chiefs' ability or inability to close the deals. It's about the fact that the player has an opportunity to ultimately earn a greater amount of money. Don't forget that we have our own taxes and our own tax system, and they have theirs, and life is different. It's the numbers are crazy. The numbers are different. It's got, with all due respect, it's no reflection on Chiefs and their ability to close deals. It's about the fact that this is the best offer for both Elias or Kaizer. And it's about, okay, cool, this is what I want to do and let me take it and run. Mazola had a story just yesterday about Ozonopoulos probably also moving to North Africa. The numbers are crazy. The numbers are, it's life-changing. It's really life-changing. And then you can understand why the players opt to take those opportunities and move into North Africa and move into any other market, because the value of what they earn in rands versus what they'll earn on the other side is different.
Wow. Well, maybe that answers a lot of questions then, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That answers a lot of questions. I'm not sure. Is there anything else for Bash?
No, I think we covered.
Bash, there's a player there that you represent. He's number 10, goes Kuku. I must move to Chiefs. That boy must move to Chiefs. Hey!
Now.
Well, Mafetu, I think we've covered a lot, and then also we do have something about Fiston Mayele. I forgot about him from the start of the video, but it's fine. I'm just going to speak about him now. So, according to Mickey Jr., which I've said and I emphasized in the a lot of times, I don't trust this guy. But anyways, coaching, I think he does give out the best of the coaching, because it's something that is being said by someone else, not into an issue. So agent Fiston Mayele says no problem on the player side, but it's about the transfer fee. Kaizer Chiefs don't want to pay whilst they have money too. So the decision is in their hands. So it looks like Pyramids might have charged more, and I understand. I definitely understand why, because Fiston Mayele is a goal scoring machine. So a player like nje for free. Kumbule Kaizer Chiefs, they once had an opportunity to sign this player Bamiega as a free agent. So now that karma is coming back to bite them. But anyways, I think I've covered enough, and thank you so much for watching until the end. Bafethu, I hope you've gotten much value in terms of this video. I will see you soon on the next one.